Should be good. I'll close my door. Playing at 1080. Should be outputting at 720. Hopefully everything is solid. Let me just check the stream on the phone real quick. I already know YouTube is gonna make it look like shit. Keyboard loud as fuck, boy. Oh, you know what? That don't look that bad. Keyboard loud as fuck, boy. I'm cool with that. Alright, let's get it started, man. Hopefully there's some fucking VO. God damn. We ain't had no VO for like the last 2 patches. Might do this as the goon. Whoops. I should probably separate the chat. New tab. Stream chat. Give me tells. Party. That's it, really. That's all I want. I'm good with that. Apply. Close. Alrighty. Unto the breach. Alizé is waiting patiently for the return of certain scions, not least of all, you. Good news. Thancred and Orianger have finished their tour of Garlemald, and on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? This UI needs to be bigger. There better be some goddamn VO. Come on, dude. Hey, what's good with you, man? Good to see you. It's all good, man. Do what you gotta do. Appreciate you stopping by as always. Welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Definitely gotta change this UI. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for temporary. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alizé, Graha, and me. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back, though I can't help noticing that we're one Orianger short of scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to apprise Raban and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed, it was just as Lise said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Damn. Nerva and the Third, however, were notable. Hold on. Nerva and the Third, however, were notable by their absence. Oh, okay. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandania? Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. Perhaps. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war. Oh, phone going off. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. Transform it into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with manipulation of ether in mind, magitech, in other words. Yet as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed, or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Fandaniel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? I wouldn't put it past him, Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for Oriange, which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings in the towers, and he requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be wary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Kryle. We need not all attend. Very well, I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we have to speak with Oriange before the meeting. Quest accepted. Taking our first steps into patch 5.5. Let me change this UI. System. There we go, that's better. So where we at? On our way to the Alamigan Quarter. Meet up with Uriange, talk about the towers, figure it all out. Where is my mount button? Whoops. Okay. Whoa, look how many people are down here. I can't even see who I'm looking for. There he is. Come on, Vio, baby! Aw, my friends. Much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened am I to see you all hale and whole. As are we to see you safely return from your mission, Oriange. I trust Thancred made you feel welcome. Well, if it isn't off, you know, in his merry band. Look at this dude. Arenvald, whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you have grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. And may I remind you that we Elezen are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great Auroch such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. Aye, 'twas not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions. The Mombrita towered over me nonetheless. Hold on, my dog going crazy. God dang, you been in my shoe. Go sit down, big girl. Okay. Our involved brings out the best in Alfino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing. So what exactly brings you here? Uh-oh, music cut off. Oh, for Dola, mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? Eh? What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? Are involved. If Fordola is going with him, that must mean... My apologies, as Arnvald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it. VO, come on. Give me some V.
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. 'Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrix. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoi's disposal.
Teleforoi.
But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us.
They got tempered.
Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Obviously.
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar, and that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
They were tempered by Bahamut, but they're saying glory to Garlemald. That's weird.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Word.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses.
Best boy, Americ.
And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first.
So what are we gonna do?
Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
Yeah, what about her though? She has some.
Concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenfold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
Oh, that's the end of that. I can't see my target. Let me actually... No. There we go. Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamoldva and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
For the rest of my life.
And you, Fordola? Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
She's salty.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Aldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
So the Empire's finished, is it? Well, that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head! I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
She's just trying to find her way. Off in a little tiny ass hand.
If you finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Pagalthan.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way.
I'm back freighter, what? I mean, later? Freighter.
Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip.
Freighter is brother in Latin. I would have never got that.
I'm a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
They could have gave them some better looking armor.
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I like her voice actor.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway.
Damn right.
But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light or Alphino for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime.
Just do what you can. Don't worry about all that.
No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try.
Fact.
They're counting on me. On us. so let's give it our all.
She is
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both.
She's just perpetually upset.
While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
My boy.
And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
Alright, we're making moves. Close my door real quick. This dog is going crazy. My back is fucking killing me. Here be dragons. Alfino was keen to track down Estinian. So Estinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there is no time to lose. Oh, going to Ishgard. All present? Good. Let us split up and search for Estinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well. Let us reconvene at the airship landing later, with or without Estinian. Good luck. I think I shall begin at the Sky Steel Manufactory, so perhaps you could try the congregation. Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return. Look at this scrub and all this cloud gear. Alright, where are we going? I don't know if we're going down or up. Good evening to you, warrior of light. Lord Americ sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come in search of him. To what, then, do we owe this pleasure of your visit? Looking for Estinian. I see. No, we were not aware Sir Estinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Lord Americ, only to find him absent. In any event, I am afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Well, speak with Alizé at the airship landing. The closest teleport to that is the Athenium Astrologicum. Oh, wait a minute. Where is... Hey! I'll probably be on Monster Hunter later. Right now I'm gonna try to catch up on all this content on Final Fantasy.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
My boy.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence. Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Too long?
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino.
Oh my god, he did not just say that.
Quieter though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
She about to get mad.
If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Oh, had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
The Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side. To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Oh, he just went immediate simp mode. He like, what did I just get myself into?
What is going on?
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alizé shouting. Estinian! It's been too long.
That's so funny.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I for one will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
Estinian.
Someone's having a good time. You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
He's not the same dude. He's grown. Or you say, perhaps he sees them as brothers that he never had. I think he learned how to talk with people rather than at them. Or you can keep him all to yourself forever. Let's do the second one.
I wouldn't be so sure. He still loves nothing better than the sound of his own voice.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azisla.
Azisla? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azisla, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation?
What? That's... No, I think we should just leave her ass alone.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together?
Oh, Lord.
I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again, and I'll throw you overboard.
Oh, yo, you don't want to throw hands with Estinian. You don't care.
I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less blunt.
Hey, I just don't know what the fuck that man been through. OG triple triple. They better put some respect on his name. Damn, we made it to Azisla just like that. Who we talking to? Off, you know. It has been quite some time since last I set foot in Azisla, but I understand that the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit? Yep. Alas not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Well then, Xavier is the person to ask. As far as I know, he's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. She a crackhead. Even now, she remains a prisoner of the Allegan Empire. Let's just say it helped that Midgar Summer was there to introduce me. Yep, definitely say that. OG triple triple. Ah, yes. You were a friend of her father. He's still around. I too have met with Tiamat. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her, a worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she yet harbored thoughts of vengeance, and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago, but the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns and undimmed. It torments her even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own, and I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. He's still around. Oh, give me that money. Well, let's go talk to Tiamat. Estinian is ready to lead the way to Tiamat. Tiamat awaits this way. Who we gonna take over there? I think we should take out Midgar Summer for this. I'm on my way. They got her locked up, boy. Look at her, she crazy. Alright, who are we talking to here? There's so many people here, I can't see my icon. Hello? Is this not the location? There it is. Gee whiz. Couldn't even see that shit. There's so many people here. OG, triple, Tiamat, the dragon. My sire's mortal companion, what bringeth thee back to this forsaken place, child of man?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
That my sins should be repeated. I sense not the faintest stirring. As to who could have called him forth, I know of none save the dragons of Mericidia, our children. The icon claimed their souls when first he manifested, and robbed of their will, they became tools for the Allagan's dark designs.
I've seen it with my own eyes. Captives of a lost empire, neither alive nor dead, existing only to preserve Bahamut's corporeal form.
Yes, the dragons of Mericidia are at the mercy of this Ascian. There can be no other explanation. Makes sense. she getting mad. Accursed Asians, vile minions of darkness. Again you would profane the memory of my beloved, and strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. Are there no depths to which you would not stoop?
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering.
Damn, Estinian, you didn't have to say that.
But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
What wouldst thou have from me, slayer of dragons? Let's set her free.
Behavior befitting a great worm.
Oh, shh.
We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Yo, she gonna break out. You pushing her buttons. She said she was gonna fry his ass if she was not in this goddamn elegant prison thing. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You, who contend with icons, cannot well be ignorant of the consequence.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
She would! I think she would. Indeed. Ask the Dragon Slayer, and he would tell you the power we of the First Brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even had I the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb. Yo, if we break her out... we're gonna break her out.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Yep.
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
Talk your shit, Alpha No. A chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut's memory to rest. Let her out. When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Hydaelyn and all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. Oh shit. Estinian happy. Alright, so how the hell we gonna break her out? Graha has to know a way. While pork teas have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. Then, before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Allegans kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. We shall leave that to you, then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of her shackles. We're gonna break her out. I know Alfino and Xavier here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Oh. Rest assured, Sir Estinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star, though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me the first step towards a brighter future. To make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap, when our work here is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea. And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the flagship. Yes, we are familiar with it. The Etherochemical Research Facility in particular. Say that twice. Or you may wish to take this, a spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Which you just happen to be carrying around with you, right? I suppose that could seem rather odd. To explain, Rambros, Urianger, and I are researching the use of spirit vessels in the transference not only of memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines, and so I can keep one at the ready should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions. Having identified me as being of royal blood and armed with that spirit vessel, I post that they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try, at least. Agreed. We would take good care of it. Makes sense. To the flagship then. As long as we have his essence and a bit of his blood, we should be able to open up the nodes. All right. Oh man, I can't wait till she get out. Hopefully we ain't gotta fight her. We don't fought all the first dragons. I don't want to fight her too. So far it's turning out pretty good though. I am interested in the story. And if there's dragons involved, oh, you know I'm about that. Let us split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor less Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. Okay. Oh, what's up here? Or is that up there? Might be a little higher. They got some obstreperous node? What does that mean? Data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause, intruder interference. Advised deployment of automated combat units. Proceed. No, don't proceed. What the hell? Blip bloop. Warning. Scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in 2020 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release. Okay. Malodorous node. I don't like the way that sounds. Friction between metallic components detected, temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts to retreat to a safe distance. Oh, that shit about to blow up. Oh, my GPU acting up. That'll go away in a second. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if you can see it on stream or not. I'm afraid Estinian and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything? I did. A node which smelled like burned hair. Okay. Yes, a chirruping node which spontaneously warned me about neglecting the dragon restraints. I found a way to activate mechanical sentries, if that's any help. And no. Spontaneously, you say? Well, that does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of the spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the node of which Graha spoke. And it was chirruping, you say? Very well, let us take a closer look. Okay, right back to the node that we was just at. Jeez. All this back and forth. I really hope it stops doing that soon. Does it like once a day. Blip, do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanisms? Blip, bloop, you do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologist and members of the royal family, or those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps. Field Trials Spirit Vessel handed over. Blip, new user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Bloop authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. You looking at me like the fuck? Very funny, but if that thing speaks my name, I shall see that it never speaks again. Use your own, in case you've forgotten. Username changed. Welcome. What? How? No. Ah, you may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. Blip, bloop, error. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen Tiamat. A system update is required. System update? What do you mean? A system update? What do you suppose it is asking of us? I could hazard a guess. To smash it to pieces. Now that I do understand. You can go first. User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. In order to operate the restraint mechanisms, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to obsolescence of my own software. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So can this thing release the restraints or not? It can, but only once it has received the requisite system update as far as I can tell. Until which time it'll float there spewing nonsense. User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating... What it... Placadiov? Placation? Whatever. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying. But I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without it. So we can't smash it? Gotta find another node, huh? So where is this node at? For vengeance. The restrainment node stands poised to lend a hand, figuratively speaking. Bloop. Guiding users to terminal. This way, please. Okay. At least it's taking us straight to it. We don't actually have to go search for it. That'd have been annoying as hell. Where is it? Not that one. It is down below. But I don't think it was that one. There we are. Access the flagship terminal. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56135. Dare I ask which version you are employing? Oh my god, why is she barking so much? Oh. Oh, hello. Why, software version 42.002, of course. Bloop, warning. Error is detected in the data management system. Estimated time required for update. 5 years and 1 day. What do you mean? That is rather long than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead. The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can't imagine it would have changed all that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we shall be able to muddle our way through. I mean, there wasn't really nobody around to update this damn thing. So I can't imagine that the process would be that much different. Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we've made any progress. I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pearl once I am ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me, and I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatia once this is over. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there is something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Allegan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians, and it was the same in Ishgard, where they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascians touch turns to ash, and thus have you made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try and reach out to him too? Hell no, we're gonna kill him! Enemy or no, I want to understand him. I will try, yes, and if that fails, I'll remember him. Certainly, after I've wiped the smile off his face. Yep, there we go. I'd rather put my lance through his heart and be done with it. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope you do not come to rue your benevolence. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus? Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Fandaniel is definitely not one of those people. We need to kill him. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Alfino has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others. Set her free! Let her out! Alright, we out of here. Ooh. Alright. Oops. Whoop. Head back over there to the gang. Hopefully we ain't gotta do too much more. I love the way this map looks. Give him free. Well, in this case, give her free. Give us free. Dragon of the first brood. Mother of dragons. Tiamat. Alright, who are we talking to? Alize. Come on, hook me up with some VO. Nope. Estinian told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Afino's absence that he's needed elsewhere. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were off talking to Nodes, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Our readings confirmed that her ethereal balance leaned strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of ether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of tempering completely. Meaning, I'll need all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic, namely that Tiamat shows no signs of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Ifino to disengage the restraints. Ethereal dampers. Restraints, ethereal dampers. It's hard to say. I'm counting on you, Angelo. Fat ass pig. We should honestly have the mama pig for this. She's bigger. Ah, such warmth. The frost that shroudeth my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten, of war with the men of Alag. Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Xavier, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you the times of past. Hey, yo, talk to me. My lady, tell me of Bahamut and the Asians. Tell me of your war with the men of Alag. Ooh. I don't really care about Alag. Tell me about Bahamut. Talk to me about Bahamut and the Asians. Ah, Bahamut, my beloved. Would that the peace we found in Mericidia could have lasted for eternity, but alas, it was not to be. The Asians saw to that. In all creation, I know of none more wicked. It was at their behest that the men of Alag first came unto Mericidia, unto our home. Oh, flashback. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Mericidia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I found a place to raise our young. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlean scholar Rurusha. She posts that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era correctly, it would appear, if only she were here with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself. Again, Angelo. When first the children of man arrived on our shores, no foot did they set in those places over which we held dominion, such was their fear of dragonkind. And as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet, as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing ever more of their brethren, who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time, they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man, blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife, until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of men, the land knew peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to end. For the men of Alag slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, headed the envenomed words of the Asians. The rest thou knowest only too well. Oh, she can't take it. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Asians together, and you and your beloved will have justice. Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over... Keep going, Alize. The magic is working. She gonna pass out. Oh. Well, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. No patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close. I can feel it. And while I've only got a few more drops of ether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this'll work. Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require. Careful, I might hold you to that. Alright, here I go. She gonna take all my juice! Oh. Music kicking in. Oh, this is a cutscene for real. Alright, let's give her some juice. We already knew what time it was, girl. Oh. Whoa. Yes, I feel it. The icon's grip groweth weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
And then she gonna kill us all. You ready, OG? Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in like manner? If it's working on you, it should work on them too.
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. She gonna slaughter them. Better to die than live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one. Alright, let her out.
It's time.
Oh shit. Shit, I got my dragoon set on.
The treatment worked as it should.
Got Steny in here with me. Ooh. For vengeance and atonement I rise. I bet it feel good to spread her wings.
By the gods!
Urianger, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way. It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan.
Oh shit.
He flies for the largest Amalja settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Oh, what a fucking Chad riding on top of Tiamat. Oh shit, it's getting real. While I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle, 'Twould be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. Facts, facts. Give me that money. The flames of war. With Lunar Bahamut bound for Pakothan, Grahatia is determined to call upon the aid of your fellow Scions. I have already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous in Ul'dah at the Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alfino and be on our way. This is gonna be perfect to do as a dragoon. I'm gonna love this. Alright, she free. And she ready for action. All the way back in Ul'dah. Perfect. Didn't have to do it myself. Now, I know some of you could do with the rest, but I'm sorry to say that Telophoroi have other plans. Pakothan is already under siege. Happily, the immortal flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Terupin at their head. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how this Sultanate would respond. 'Tis good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amaja. Abandoned them? Did we not profess to be their friends? Who said that? Oh! Your Grace. Nanamo or Namo. Marshal Terupin had made provisions for such an exigency, and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of intervention. Oh, she got her game face on. Nor is Ul'dah alone in its resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Pakothan. Yet even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of an imperial legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured, but not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amaja show any signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? That's not their objective. Unless it is incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Ascian or otherwise. It may well be Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Xavier and others like him wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will fare rather better, assuming, that is, you are ready to take the field. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray set forth as soon as you are able. Oh, it's time for action! Time to take up arms. Alfino with such a stern face. It's not like him. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. Milady. It was kind of her to speak with us personally. you may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. Well, I for one am inclined to do as her grace requests, lest we forget Arenvald and Ferndola are in Pagathon on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better the chances. Indeed. To the airship then. Let's go! I haven't done any combat in this game in months. Oh, we out. Airship landing. How do we get there? I forget. How do we get to the airship? Oh, that wasn't it. Husting strip. Bruh. Oh yeah, that was it, the husting strip. Oh, okay. And the husting strip was next to what? What is this? The Chamber of Rule. Ethernet. Oh, airship landing. Go straight to it. Hey. God damn. Look how many people over here. Greetings. We've been expecting you. But say the word, and we shall depart for Pagathon at once. Pagathon now accessible. The duty finder has been updated with a new regular duty. Speak with the Immortal Flames pilot at the airship landing in Ul'dah. Use the duty finder or trust to enter Pagathon. We're using the trust. What do you mean? Who I want? I want Alphano with me. Insufficient item level. What? 485 minimum? What am I right now? I am 485. Hold on. Duty finder. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What are we looking for? Isn't this just a regular dungeon? Oh, there it is. 490. I can't do it as Magoon. Shit. We're gonna have to do it as a tank. Well, I gotta set my hotbar up. Four left and 4 right, I believe. Character. Cross hotbar. Cross hotbar 4 left. Cross hotbar 4 right. Set. Boom. 2. We should be ready to go. Yep. Everything's where it needs to be. Let's head out. Alpha, no, you're coming with me. I'm tanking, so we can't bring Thancred. I kind of want Graha, too.
I stand ever ready.
Graha. Stola. Alize. Oh, so they got Graha as healer. I want Alphano though. Oh, come on, dude.
Let's give it our all. I stand ever ready.
Alphano, Alize, and Graha, Tia, Ishto, Thancred, and Urianger, they can sit in the back for this one. Hopefully we can do it. Let's go. Pagathon. I gotta level up my goon. Oh. Yeah, took the shirt off. With the shades, like a badass. Ooh, let's go. All right. See if I remember how to play, huh? Whoops. Whoops. Where is my goddamn AoE? Oh, there it is. It's a good thing I set all this shit up beforehand. Got my favorite sword out. Let's go. Come at me, beast. Oh. God damn, I'm rusty, boy. Should be able to do this. Quietus. Oh, what the fuck? Let me zoom out a little bit. Come out, Shadow. Drop that right there. Hit that. Pop a shield. Back in the game, baby. Attack buff. You missed me with all that. What? Huh? Yeah. Now we gotta take this dragon out. Pop that, pop that. Oh! Good to go, baby. Back in the game. What is that? Help is here. Huh? Come at me, beast. Miss me with all that. Pop a shield. Let's actually pop arm's length, baby. Quietus. AoEs. Keep spamming my AoEs. Keep aggro. Pop my Blackest Night whenever I got it. Favorite move. One of the best shields in the game, honestly. Pop a damage buff. You just got annihilated. These enemies are so big, I gotta zoom out. Didn't even see this mage back here. Pop a shield. I got enough for this. Shadow. Spam Quietus. Oh, I got it. AoE circle down. Right back to the AoEs. Free buff. Gotta take that. Man, these enemies are so tanky. Let me show you the way. Oh. Boss number 1. What is that? Zone Citadel. Where is my... Oh, there it is. Critical Rip. That sounds like a tank buster. It absolutely was. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Oh, that was neat. Oh. What was that? Thunderclaw. Oh, that's bad. Oh, get there, get there. Critical Rip. Aww. Oh, those are really big. Electrical Burst. That's AoE. Yep. Turn this boss around. And it turned right back around. Wow. I had no say.
Stubborn.
Critical Rip again. Tank Buster. Eat that. Thunder Call. That's that. Oh, what do I do with it? What do I do with this? Oh, there we go. Easy peasy. That wasn't bad at all. Check out these boots. Ew.
What took you so long? The Amalja are in trouble. Let's split up.
Went that way. So I guess we're going this way. So many enemies. Let's move them all over here. Drop that down. Got that. Right back to AoEs. They break my shield. I'm gonna. There it is. Not gonna cast that. Oh, hit that. Hit that. Hit this. Spam Quietus. Got one more. Boom. Right back to AoEville. Pop shields. We're taking a good bit of damage. Hit that. Pop shields. Got shields for that, buddy. Got shields for that. Boom. Hit that. Last enemy, huh? Smoking. Smoking. Oh, there's one more left. There we go. Drop this AoE circle. Hit him with that. Boom, AoE buff attack. Regular shields. Mitigation. Right back to our combo. Hit this, hit that. Spam Quietus. Pop shields. Handled it.
Oh, no, you don't.
Fall back. Oh, Estinian came out of nowhere and he's gone. Oh, Tiamat with the support. Dragons. Thank you, Tiamat. Get your babies. Get your babies. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's one down. So far, so good. Boss number 2. I'm worried about these cats. Oh, I didn't even see that shit. In the middle. Right? I was right. Let's go on. Definitely face this way for this fight. Oh, just missiles? What the hell?
Allow me.
Oh damn, we gotta go all the way over here. Oh, get it. Get it. Oh. Okay, I see. I'm using all the way out so I can see everything. Eat that. Oh, we're not eating both of those. I need arm's length and reprisal. Tank this. There's so many enemies, bro. What? I need shields immediately. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh. Mitigate, mitigate, mitigate. They're breaking through my shield so fast. Oh shit. Alright, last what, 2, 3, 2. So Let me switch back to single target. Destroy this damn thing. Break it. Yes, sir. Boss number 2 complete. Fending. Oh. What item level is this? 505. Better than what I got on. We're gonna put that on later. Let's try it on though. Does it have a visor? It has a visor. Okay. Where we at? Tank and spank, baby. Why are these enemies so tanky? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Oh. Look at this battlefield. Look at Tiamat. Yes, sir, we out here. I got him. Shadow out to play. Just 2 left. So I'm gonna switch to single target now. Bada boom, bada bing. Moving on. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh, we can tank that. We can tank that. Yeah. Mitigate, mitigate. Arm's length. Shields up. Three enemies left. Two. Switching to single target. And one. Ayy. Lunar Bahamut. Oh. Let's go, Stinian. Damn. Oh, he stayed on his feet. My turn. Ready for action, baby. A scrap. Oops. AoE, Twisted Scream is AoE. Why'd they go over there? Okay, I was safe. Didn't really have to move. Where's the tank buster? Akmorn. Oh. Made it. Oh, he wasn't done. Alright, we gotta remember that. He attacks more than once. What is this? Alizé. What the actual? Where do we go? I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna tank up. Giga Flare. That sounds like a tank buster. Group wide AoE. Good thing I cut the mitigation on. Akmorn. He attacks several times. There we go. Nice. Avoided all that damage. I don't understand this bit. Oh, I see. Drops multiple AoEs. You want to move that shit out of the way. Flatten. Oh, that was a tank buster. Shields up. Kick a flare. Oh. Finish him. Hey. Dun, 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 dun. One and done, baby. Give me that. Oh, Lunar Bahamut card. Give me that. I already have Hades. My bard can use. I mean, my machinist can use this and this. Okay, I respect it. 505. Look at the OG. Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall be forever in your debt. By your deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain as long as I draw breath. Never again shall the dragons of Mercidia hearken to the lies of the Ascians. This I vow. And off she goes.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
The Amalja.
Long have our peoples waged war, but no more.
The Amaljan
Your
chief.
fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice. is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Guardians who are deserving of our fury.
Mm-hmm.
I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
One of the towers. No. What the fuck?
What in Ralga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
They're gonna die.
Get back!
No! What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving now.
You were only here for reconnaissance, my dude. Are they summoning a primal? Are they forcing them to summon a primal even when they're not tempered? Oh Lord. No!
Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
He's dead. He is dead. Oh no. They summoned some kind of lunar ifrit or some shit. While it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Fandanio, we have dealt his schemes a telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we have received word of Arnvald's safe return. He's dead! You may now enter Pakothan with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. I don't work on my trust at all. Man, he's dead. Okay. Alfino is minded to share his account of the events that unfolded in Pakistan with the Sultana. Man, they better give me VO for this. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her grace. Brave scions! Oh, here she is. Would that I could treat you into a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the frontistery. Your grace, whatever is the matter? As our troops withdrew from Pagathan, they came upon the two scouts sent to the nearby tower. I have yet to hear of a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend, I believe, had been wounded and was being dragged away by the other. I must go. Forgive me, your grace. He's dead. It's either he's dead now or Alphon's going to pull up and then he's going to die. Can you tell us aught of Arnvald's condition, your grace, the wounded scout? Not save that it is grave. The Cherugians tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. XIV Estinian, would you mind going after Alfino? He may need some support from someone other than me. Cool as shit, boy. Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see that the relevant people know what took place in Pagathan. Right back to Pagathan. Come on, then. They messed around and summoned Lunar Ifrit. That's just what I'm guessing, though, from the way it looked. Scholar's Walk, Alchemist Guild. Whoops. Alchemist Guild right there. Frontistery, Cherugian. Another one come to see the lad in silver armor. Master Demiliot is attending to him as we speak. If you'd be so kind as to wait. What did Master Demiliot say? Tell me his exact words. Enough, Alfino, this isn't helping. Let them do the work. But, you're right. Forgive me. When we said our farewells to Ardenvad, I was afraid that something like this might happen. But now that it has, all we can do is wait. Oh, sad music. VO. Give me some VO.
Dola, have you been waiting here all this time?
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
You must be in pretty bad shape. And she blames herself.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps I could have...
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light. People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
All life is precious! You need to grow up, little man, before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot will be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Shit. We ain't died yet?
Fighting for don't die so easily.
Facts. Talk your shit. Oh, that's a good cutscene. I know. There's nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the fragrant chamber. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? We will. It's alright, Alfred. At least he ain't dead. Oh, they better VO this.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word.
Chirurgeons. That's such a weird word.
Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
Master Pippin.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
Yeah, called it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within.
Forceful primal summon. Wow, that's crazy.
Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities.
What? There's... that sucks.
For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
You need only tell me where they are, Your Grace. The Grand Companies, Your Grace. Is that wise? Let's do the first one. I don't want to question Her Grace.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now.
Who's gonna defeat them if not us? Ain't nobody else up to the task.
After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause.
They better, we just saved their asses.
It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglfan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
My boy is too casual, man. Put the shades up. Right then, unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. And that includes you, Alfino. Ardenwald is in good hands here. Of course, he would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire, then, that we might regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all are in agreement, then, I shall let Crow know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging with the time available. It will be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. Yes, I'll try asking him, and thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Quirrell in particular has a few matters she is keen to discuss, one of which concerns you, Estinian, believe it or not. You will join us, won't you? Fine. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Baldessian woman. Look at that smile, Estinian. You gotta come. If I refused, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we? Man of not so many words. Estinian. Slayer of the Worm. Rider of Dragons. Ooh. It's been really good so far.
Welcome back. I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time.
Fucking love Cryo.
Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings, and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
It is possible the ancient knowledge preserved within their archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that. I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
You do good work.
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val.
But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Charlian at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Oh shit, it's been a while. Near the end of the Dragon Song War, no, that's not true. That day in the Crystarium, when we ran into fucking, what's his name?
When Elidibus sought to make warriors of light. That was the voice which calls constantly to all who might hear it. I spoke of direct communication, when Hydaelyn communed solely with you. A far rarer occurrence.
Damn.
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in his judgment.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own, and as far as I am able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reem. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Maybe she can't.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether.
Right.
Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Charlian, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular.
This man is...
So I am to go. Believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part. Yet we are but few in number.
He's not gonna join. He's a loner, dude.
And so I must ask you again. Will you join us?
He's gonna say no. Oh, I gave him the puppy dog eyes.
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault. But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less.
But he's still gonna say no.
And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you willingly. As you have shown me, some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done.
Oh, warrior, scion, Estinian, so awesome.
Thank you, Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Charlian, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
He actually joined the Scions. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Oh, what the fuck?
Well, does this one meet with your approval? Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure. It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
Well, well, not quite what I was expecting, though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
What is it, dude? Oh, don't do us like that. Come on. Tataru. Well, it looks like I'm going to have a busy few moons. Not that they ever seem to be anything but. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do. But when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Well, than you lot, more accurately. You won't catch me trading blows with a primal in the near future. But for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you, it's the least I can do to support the scions who risk life and limb like poor Ardenbald. I wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the Out of Prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. It wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles. Now would it? But that's enough of my rambling. Off you go to get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. Hey, there it is. 5.5. Oh man, that was good. Ooh, that little bit of the MSQ right there was really good. I like the fact that we went and broke Tiamat out. Now we got a whole bunch of lunar primals going around. Fan Daniel still up to his old tricks. Even though that we took care of all the dragons, I guess it's not going to impede on their plans somehow. Xenos has some kind of secret weapon ready to go that they've been building in Garlemald. Well, the ruins of Garlemald. And not only that, he's got a new weapon that he wants to test out. Some kind of sword or something. I don't know. But all the pieces are moving. Everything's getting interesting. And I can't wait to see what's next. I'm going to end it here. I'm probably going to stream the rest of the Sorrows of Werlit later on, but not right now. I'm so exhausted, but so far everything's been really good, and I've been really enjoying myself so far, even though I haven't played this game in so long. Getting used to the combat again. I have to level up on my other classes, but for now, I'm just going to keep working on my Dark Knight, my main, like always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Shamino, bro, if you're still in here, thanks for coming through, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.